Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Lance and today we're going to be taking a look at some cut content from Bloodborne. And for this, we're talking about the very first mandatory boss encounter in the game, Father Gascoigne. A fairly lengthy quest line does exist encompassing his whole family, but with regard to Gascoigne himself, apart from appearing as an optional NPC summon, the player's interaction with him is limited only to hostilities. If we go back to the alpha version of Bloodborne, before later encountering him as a boss, we see that Gascoigne was originally going to be met as just another citizen taking part in the hunt alongside the player character. He appears on the Great Bridge and will help the player clear any enemies around the area. I had thought myself that this was mostly an early idea that was quickly discarded, maybe just to test how combat involving friendly NPCs would potentially work in the game. However, I'm happy to be able to say that this encounter with Gascoigne was developed much further than this early concept before being cut from the game. It was developed so far, in fact, that the entirety of it does still exist in version 1.0 of the game, needing only a minor file edit to restore. So with that said, let's take a look at a never-before-seen encounter, showing how the player would have originally first met Father Gascoigne.
Well, Hunter, is it? Tonight, there's something different in the air. Men leave as hunters and return as beasts. Let there be no doubt. If it moves, you can be sure it's a beast. And even if it doesn't, well, don't take any chances.
After an initial meeting, Father Gascoigne follows and assists in combat. At any time when there's no enemies around, if we approach him, a talk prompt appears, which will trigger a little more unused dialogue from him.
Beasts everywhere. I like the smell of this hunt already.
Beyond this, he simply functions as a companion, helping with battles until he happens to be defeated. One thing I must say is that I really love Father Gascoigne's voice work. It's such a treat to hear even just a little more of it.
Well, Hunter, is it? Tonight, there's something different in the air. Men leave as hunters and return as beasts. Let there be no doubt. If it moves, you can be sure it's a beast. And even if it doesn't, well, don't take any chances. Beasts everywhere. I like the smell of this hunt already.
So I enjoy this piece of cut content as it gives us a look at the descent into beasthood. We would have met a still human Gascoigne early on in the game, enacting a conversation with the player. But in the time it takes us to pass through the aqueduct, he's lost most of his humanity, and towards the end of his boss encounter, he becomes a beast. While we're here, let's listen to one last piece of unused dialogue from Father Gascoigne. In the alpha version of Bloodborne, if the player is killed by Father Gascoigne, we hear a spoken line that was removed from the final game, which makes direct reference to the foreign land from which Gascoigne's title of Father originates.
Sick creature. May you rest in peace, Mbasa.
So I hope you enjoyed this look at a little chunk of content that never made it into the final version of Bloodborne. It often takes a lot of effort to get all of this working, so I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by and have a look. If you did manage to enjoy this video, feel free to let me know by hitting the like button or leaving a friendly comment below. As always, I still have a lot more to show you, so if you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing to keep up with my work here. You can find more ways to follow and support my work in the description, and either way, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.
Beasts everywhere. I like the smell of this hunt already.